outbreak, your city or entire region may be endangered by a lethal agent. Following steps. Stay alert to news media events or local emergency alert notifications.
So we're here, Universal Orlando Resort, Halloween Horror Nights 30. We have a wonderful squad with us, our two best friends, Felix and Devon. And Jen's here, she's eating. We just arrived and the first thing we did was get some food. And we went for something that isn't specific to Halloween Horror Nights. There's the crepe station or whatever it's called over by Central Park, and they do a barbecue brisket crepe. They make them fresh. It's brisket, honey barbecue, melted cheese, and fresh coleslaw. And it's, for me, 100% the best snack in the park. It's $9.99, I believe. What do you think of it?
50 out of 10.
50 out. Beautiful. And Jen's still eating it.
So good.
Our idea for this video here is to not film that much because we just want to enjoy the night. But earlier on, I printed out all of the houses that are here. And we're gonna randomly pick one house each, and we're gonna do those 4 houses, and we're probably gonna do more houses, but we're gonna talk about those 4 houses on here. And we came up with this silly idea of we're each gonna rate each of those 4 houses out of 5 for how scary it was, and out of 5 for how the set looked and how cool the theming is and stuff like that. And then other than that, we're just gonna enjoy the scare zones. Felix is pretty terrified, and Devo more so. And we're just gonna eat and drink and have a good time. My intention for this video while we're here, I don't really know. I'm gonna try and bring some atmosphere, try and create an atmosphere. I don't know. I haven't actually thought about how I'm gonna film this part of the video. We'll figure it out. Here are the houses, and we are each going to pick one house. So, Devo, you go first. Okay, Felix.
Are you recording for a YouTube channel?
Yes.
That's awesome, man. What's your YouTube channel?
Okay, so a lovely gentleman that works here was interested in what we were filming and stuff, so hopefully he's gonna subscribe. So back to the picking of the houses. Devon, you're up. Felix. Jennifer. And I will go for that one. Devo's house is, drum roll,
The Wicked Growth.
The Wicked Growth. Felix. Dun, 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 dun.
The Hunt.
The Haunting of Hill House. That's awesome. It's a Netflix series. If you haven't seen Haunting of Hill House, 100% watch it. It's on Netflix. And
Amazing.
It's brilliant. Case Files Unearthed. Yes! Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So, we might end up doing more houses than this, but we're going to just focus on these 4 houses in the video. We're going to finish eating our crepes and go from there. And these guys have
The Ghoul Juice, which is a mango rum featuring Maya's original dark rum with cherry brandy, lime, and a hint of allspice bitters. It's $14.99 as well.
any good?
It's so good.
It's basically like a Mai Tai, right? Felix is from Puerto Rico, and he is very picky about his Caribbean kind of based drinks.
Good alcohol.
I also fundamentally have no idea where Devo's somewhat Cockney accent came from, but it's pretty good. He kind of sounded like Don Cheadle from Ocean's 11. So we might just go jump on the mummy. Yeah, do you want to do the mummy?
Oh yeah.
The mummy's open, so we can go do the mummy. It's so loud here, I don't really know how this audio is going to pick up. What is pretty cool though is on Mel's drive-in, they've turned 2 of the lights off. And so it's become Mel's die-in. Small thing, but small brain. I'd like to point out that Devo is genuinely terrified. Like, look. He absolutely terrified.
Hello, ice cream.
Hey, hello. Have a good night. Scare zone that we're so loud. The scare zone that we're currently in is called Lights, Cameras, Action, Eddie's Revenge. And I don't really know what the scare actors are, but it's super cool. I think so far.
Intense.
This is going to be a long night for you, Devo.
Really, really long.
Your drink's already gone. Okay, so first house, we're going into Case Files Unearthed, and it's only a 15-minute wait. It sucks that we can't film in it, but we're going to go in and then we'll tell you about it when we come out. We've just come out of Case Files Unearthed, and going with our plan, we're going to rate this house out of 5 for scares and out of 5 for set and theming. So I'll start with these guys. Jen?
I give it a 3.
For what?
Both.
A 3 for scares and a 3 for theming. You got screamed like a lot.
I just was doing it for fun.
No, you weren't.
I give it a 1 in scary,
Yeah.
like a 3 on like everything else.
Okay.
I love it.
I'll give it like a 3.5 for scares, and then like a.
Your scream suggested 3.5 was actually kind of low.
Sound like a 5.
But I know that's low level compared to what we're gonna go.
Okay, so 3.5 for scared, and for theming?
And for the set, probably like a 3.
I'd give the scares personally a 2. My scare reviews are going to be skewed because I don't get jumpy. I just walk through these things with a massive grin on my face, and the fun part for me is seeing everyone else's reaction. I'm not sure who screamed more, Jen or Devo, but they got hit with a few good ones. For me, I'd give the scare a 2 and the theming, agree, like around a 3. It's basically like a 1990s pop precinct thing with mafia, and then you go like into a subway and you go through a precinct, and then you go to the kitty cat club with cabaret singers. It was cool. I hope they get scarier, but it was good. So we're going in our second house now, which is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And it's a 45-minute wait, and I am so excited about this one. I love this movie, or the series of movies they've done, and I really hope this one is good. How are you feeling, Dean?
I'm excited.
I feel like periodically we need to check in on him throughout the night, or just get him more drinks.
That too.
We just came out of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house, and we're gonna review it. Felix, what did you think of the scare?
Okay, scary. This one was kind of like a 2 or almost 3.
Yeah, and we're gonna call it 2.5.
Okay,
And then what did you think of the theming?
Okay, the theming, this one was kind of a 4 for me.
Yeah.
It's really realistic. I love it.
Yeah. Jen?
I think it was a 4 for both.
You got 4 for both?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got scared a few times. I heard
The air, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say a 4.5 for both.
4.5 for both.
Yeah.
I would give the scares a 3. There's a, I don't want to give it away for people that are coming. There's a big pig in there, like it's not an animatronic, it's like a pig that bounces around. That actually made me jump. I would give the theming a 4.5 to be honest, because it's, if you've seen the movies, you'll really appreciate it, because it's very true to the movies, the way they've done like the messed up house, the kind of inbred, backwoods family thing. If you haven't seen the movie, you might not be so enamored with the theming. I thought it was great, so I give the theming a 4.5, scares a 3. It was really, really good. I actually really enjoyed that. There was just tons of leather faces everywhere with chainsaws, and yeah, it was really good. So, toilet break, and then we're gonna get another drink and make our way over to Haunting of Hill House, which I think is everyone's kind of big expectation, right? Okay, so we just stopped for another drink and a snack from the Sweet Shop, which is just by the Halloween Horror Nights Carnival Games, kind of opposite Rip Ride Rockit. And Felix has bought the Monte Cristo waffle stick, which is a ham and cheese stuffed waffle topped with raspberry sauce and powdered sugar, and that was $9.99. I got something called the Ace Space Beer Float, which is base bloody orange cider and vanilla ice cream, which looks really good too. And then Jen got a frozen Jack Daniels and Coke. Is it good? The Jack and Coke was $14, and my cider was $14, and the waffle was $9.99. I think the waffle was $9.99. So yeah, I'm so bad at food reviews. This is delicious. It's like a really tart blood orange cider, and then there's like this sweet ice cream. Obviously, it's really, really good. This was $14. Jen's frozen Jack and Coke was $14, and the waffle stick was like $10, I think. Yeah, $9.99. So where are we going next? Haunting of Hill House. Hill House. Jen's being a millennial. What are you doing? FaceTiming, Snapchatting? You're sending a text message to Felix? Okay, so one day I'm gonna get used to this humidity and not walk around looking like this. House number 3. We're going into the Haunting of Hill House, and I think I mentioned it. Felix is very excited about this.
Yes.
I think I mentioned this earlier, but this is a Netflix show, and I recommend people watch it. It's a really, really cool. It's like 9 or 10 episodes.
I think it's like 5.
5 episodes. 9 episodes. There's some episodes on Netflix. You should watch it. It's really, really good. So this one's a 50-minute. Yeah. I don't feel like it's been that busy. Like, it's only the second Friday of Halloween Horror Nights, and it's busy, and it's gotten busier as the night's gone on. What is it now? Like 10 or something? It's 10:30, and it's busier, but like, I think everyone that makes a video these days talks about how quiet everything is. We know that there's differences in the world, but 50 minutes, not so bad. Let's go on it. So we're walking down to the Haunted of Hill House, and this is kind of cool because this house is like way back behind Men in Black. So you essentially come like backstage in the park, and it's really cool. I mean, it's not that cool, but it's not. It's kind of quite a lot. It's a 50-minute wait, and it's still so humid, and it's like 11 o'clock. So midway through the line, things have gotten a little basic for this. So something quite random is happening in line at this moment in time. We have started receiving random airdrops to our iPhones from people that are obviously in the queue, and some of them are questionable, some of them are just like Toy Story memes, but it's all gotten quite weird. So Devo's joined in on the fun, and we're currently sending, what are we sending? Images of food. We're sending lasagna to, who did we send lasagna to? Sunshine just accepted the lasagna. Hello! We stopped for some pizza fries. They're delicious. It's essentially like, what is it? Like pepperoni pizza on French fries. It's like marinara, pepperoni. Felix is laughing at me. Why are you laughing at me?
This is delicious. What is it?
Everyone bully Chris, right? A few minutes ago we came out Haunting of Hill House, and we came and got these. So we're gonna go first with Jen.
Me?
Theming.
I give that one 5 out of 5. That was the best one.
And scares?
No, I 5 for both.
5 for scares, 5 for theming.
Yeah.
Why?
The theming was just like the show, and then the scares were really good because, like, the tall man, he like, came out with his cane and stuff. Like, yeah, it was just really good.
I will say, like, scares is 3.5. was the only one that actually kind of like made me like, oh god.
And theming?
And the theming was amazing. That's a full 5 in there.
Okay. Yvonne.
So I would say that the scares were like I'd say a 5.
Uh-huh.
They scared me. They
And
got
theming?
me. And theming was 5 as well. It was
5.
really good.
Favorite house that we've done so far?
So far, yeah, that's my favorite house.
Favorite house?
Yes.
Favorite house? I thought that scares-wise, I kind of just about missed everyone because Jen and Devo were in front of me and they got a couple of really good ones. The tall man, I've never heard Devo scream. I've never heard a human being scream in that key. To be honest, it was Beyonce would have been jealous. I gotta be honest. I kind of missed the scares, but I would still give it a 4 because I loved the show and it was, as they say, it was just like the show. And more than the other two, it kind of built up tension. I felt like it was more tension than jump scares, this one. And there's like one section where you go down a corridor and it's completely pitch black. And the corridor is lined essentially with speakers and there's like people rattling on the door, there's voices whispering. It was really, really good. And theming for sure, 5 out of 5. It's phenomenal. I think that if you've seen the show, this house you'll love it. If you haven't seen the show, you might not get it so much, but overall I agree. Best house so far. 5 for theming. I'd still give it a 4 for scares, even though I didn't think it was like scary. So we're gonna eat these pizza fries, which I've got to be honest, do not look appetizing at all, but they're delicious. If you like pepperoni, a lot of cheese, and like Italian herbs on French fries, like, I mean, who doesn't like that, right? We're gonna go get another drink, another house. It's quite late now. It's like nearly, it's midnight. Is it midnight? There's 1 minute past midnight, past the witching hour. We're going to turn back into pumpkins.
Witching hour, wow.
Did they turn into pumpkins? It was pumpkins, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it was pumpkins and rats.
Pumpkins
hours
are-
is it?
Rats.
What?
Witching hours at 3.
I was just about to say that. I know that's
Witching hour.
Well, yeah, the witching hour is at 3 a.m. Yeah.
Cinderella turned into a pumpkin at
No,
midnight.
Cinderella didn't turn into a pumpkin.
Oh, all her friends did though.
One thing I just wanted to say is
Other things turned into pumpkins.
they're arguing about things turning into pumpkins. I'm pretty sure Cinderella didn't turn into a pumpkin. This is terrible. None of this is going in the video. This is just rambling nonsense. One thing I was just going to say is some of this footage, especially like the slowed down footage, you might notice some faint horizontal bars. And the reason for that is there's a lot of LED lights, halogen lights, and, you know, tungsten lighting. And the rate at which that light pulses, the shutter speed sometimes can't keep up with, so it causes this banding. I'm trying to get around it and I can do some stuff in post, but if you notice some lines with some of the shots, that's why. Felix is so funny. Okay, we're gonna carry on. Bye. Okay, so this scare zone that we're going through now is called Gorewood Forest. Of the scare zones we've been in, I think this is my favorite. It's super dark and there's a ton of scare actors like really hidden away, and there's a lot of screaming in there. What is a little strange, when you come out of the forest scare zone, where like the animal actors' ears and E.T., from that point on, so through Simpsons, Round Bars, Men in Black, and then across the lagoon towards Harry Potter, there's no Halloween stuff whatsoever. There's no scare zones, there's no scare actors. It's just kind of the regular carnival games and all that stuff. So that's kind of strange. I think Devo's quite grateful at that because he can have like a breather before we go back into the scary stuff. It's not bad that there's nothing over here, but it's just interesting that you have quite a large section with no horror night stuff. Okay, so we've stopped in Simpsons Land. Jen wants to win the octopus over there by throwing a ball in this bucket. Now, these games are obviously all rigged. You need to try and get the ball, Jen, just to reach over that bottom lip. If you put it anywhere else, it's just gonna bounce back out. Confident?
No. I have to make all three to win the
No, you have to mean more. Oh, you have to. What do you win if you just get one in?
If you get one in, it's the frog.
Yeah.
If you get two in, it's the crab or shark. And if you get all three in, it's a bucket, it's the iguana, the octopus, or the barb.
We ain't winning anything. No.
Oh, this is not fair. Oh, I can't even win an octopus.
Let me have a go. Come on.
See?
It's out.
It's way harder.
Thank you. $8. What drink do you have there?
I don't even know the name.
We don't know the names of the drinks anymore. You got the souvenir cup.
Yes.
I got another ghoul juice. These things just taste like a juice box, which is dangerous, but they're good. Oh, the water show is going on right now.
So we're at the last house that we
What Jamaican?
Yeah.
Like cognito Jamaican.
We're at the last house. The Wicked Grove. Talking about pumpkins.
It's a 35-minute wait. And we're gonna do other stuff after this, but this is the last one we're gonna feature because it's what we picked out. The wait times haven't been too bad. Majority of them have been around an hour, and this was an hour not too long ago, but it's dropped to 35 minutes. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna do the pumpkin house. I don't even know what this is, but we'll find out. Okay, so we just came out the Wicked Grove realm of the pumpkin, and I have to be honest, out of the 4 houses we picked up earlier, this was the one I had the lowest expectations from.
Same.
So I think we all did, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Devon, scares out of 5.
So scares. I'm gonna go with the 4.5.
Okay, so I was behind Evo in that house, and he got 2 perfect scares. Like he screamed his beautiful scream, and he jumped like almost
Literally jumped.
over the rope into the set. It was two great screams. So you're giving it a 4.5 for scare?
4.5
And for the theming.
And then for theming, I'm actually gonna give that one a 5 as well. It was really, really cool.
Yep.
It was like a part when you were inside the pumpkin. It was really cool.
Jennifer,
Yeah.
scares.
Probably like a 3.9.
Oh, sharp. 3.9
Yeah.
times pi. Okay. And what do you think of the theming?
4.5.
4.5. 3.9 and 4.5. And now the wonderful Felix. Scares.
So, here I still have to give it a 3. But theming it was like a 5, almost 6.
It has to been difficult for you because Devo was gripping you so tight throughout that.
Yeah, I know, right? No, but I'm very hard to scare, so I find it kind of cute.
Scares, from what I saw, was a 5. For me, scares 3.5, but the scares I saw Devo get, like, I'm gonna give it extra points. I'm gonna say 4 actually. Theming, 100% 5 out of 5. And my favorite house of the night. I think that was my favorite house of the night. It was, the theming was amazing. You walked through like a greenhouse section and it had like a real nice like outdoors earthy smell. There was a part of it where it smelled like aniseed. There's this amazing section where all of a sudden you realize like you're inside the pumpkin and there's all these like what am I even looking at? And what's this? There's all these stringy bits everywhere. There felt like there was a lot of scare actors in there, like there were scares around most of the corridors. I think 3.5 scares. I keep changing the number. 4 scare, 5 theming for sure, and my favorite house of the night. Yes.
That's me.
You'd think at this point I would be more comfortable in front of the camera.
It's true.
Another drink? One more drink. It's 12:48. It closes in like an hour. It's thinning out massively. So we're gonna head out. We might do another house, but you've had your 4. And then I want one more drink, I think. And then we go get an Uber. And then I have to try and edit all this tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so we're done. As you can tell, the sweaty affair is just before 2 o'clock, so it's packing up. I had a really, really cool night. It was great, but anytime I'll get to spend time with these two and that one is a good time. So, I mean, I thought it was really, really great. Overall thoughts, the scare zones were good. I thought they could have had more actors in them. My favorite was the forest. I can't remember the names, but the forest was my favorite. I think that we all reflected on the houses we did as we were walking out, and we've come to realize that the scores we gave everything leaving the houses was like an in the moment thing, and it's probably all changed. So irrespective of the scores, I think they were accurate at the time. My favorite house, as I said, was the pumpkin house. What was yours?
Definitely.
Pumpkin?
Hill House is still my favorite.
Hill House? I had a really good time. Like I thought it was really good. It wasn't too busy. There was a point in the night where everything was over an hour, but at this point, like the last hour has been a lot quieter. And I would say for people coming, we checked for the express passes tonight, and they were $129 per person. So with tax, you're talking $600 for the 4 of us. If you stay till close, you'll get on everything. Like you're just on your regular, you just get. I mean, every house is like a 10-minute wait, pretty much for the last 45 minutes. Yeah. But if you're an annual pass holder, you can get tickets for like $64 with your annual pass. So don't pay the $129, or some nights it's more. Just come back on another night for $64 and do the houses you didn't do.
Yeah.
But really, really enjoyed it. I'll definitely be coming back next month. We're actually, Jen and I are going to Cabana Bay for a couple of nights with our friends Pete, Stacey, and Steven. So looking forward to that. I'll try and make a video that's completely different to this one. Devo's very tired. Felix is also very tired. So that's it. No idea how this is going to turn out. Thanks very much for watching. I'm going back to London in 2 days, so for a couple of weeks. So there might be a delay in the next video. So stick around, maybe, don't unsubscribe, I don't know. And then when I get back, I've got lots planned for fall and Christmas, so we're gonna go balls deep. Can I say balls deep?
No, don't say that.
Can I say balls deep? Yeah. We're gonna go balls deep into videos. Thank you very much, and see ya.